Good afternoon, once again. Another injustice being suffered at the hands of the employees who work in our government systems and in these institutions. As one of the advocates who supported free tertiary education and the employment of educated laborers and members of the workforce, I regret it. Because these people are using their tertiary level education to get into the system to hold a grudge against people. I'm sharing the screen with you. This is directly from the Ministry of Education. This is the student loan application form. So they are telling us the criteria, higher education loan program framework. And I want you to understand why I'm quarreling. I applied for a help loan because I'm a TVET student in my final year and I wanted to do a project and competency-based assessment in order to address one of the two issues that institutions such as the ILO, UNESCO, NTA, and other bodies, Malaysia, Asia, Africa, other integral TVET bodies around the globe found to be challenging and picked up teams. So I wanted to do my thesis based on this to find creative ways of overcoming these challenges and solving some of these issues. So I wanted my students in the project to be paid participants, and if they did not have materials to do the tasks, they would actually be given materials to build or whatever science experiment or whatnot, because some of the schools in our country are lacking resources, and that is not a secret. All right? So on the system here, you will see student eligibility for help. In addition to assisting students who benefit from GATE funding is where the government pays tuition. I am not involved in that. They cut funding last in 2021. I do not get funding, right? Or 2022 September, August, thereabout. I can't remember the exact date, but point is, I do not get funding from GATE. So I depend on the help loan, which has been expanded. Expanding is broadened to the world, right? To allow the following students access to loans. Students who are not eligible for GATE funding, qualified. Students enrolled in programs approved by the Accreditation Council of Trinidad and Tobago, qualified. Students enrolled in technical and vocational education and training programs at level 3 or above, qualified. Students pursuing postgraduate studies that are in alignment with the strategic development of Trinidad and Tobago as part of the 2030 vision and as part of the UNESCO 17 goals, Sustainable Development Goals, and qualified under the strategic development plans of Trinidad and Tobago. UNESCO. Students age of 50, when I looked in the mirror, I was not 50 years old and on my birth certificate. And the last one, students whose household income is less than $75,000 per month. Because I am an assistant teacher for the last 15 years of my career. Even though I'm the holder of a degree in education, I am still an assistant teacher in the primary school level. All right, so I am not looking for $75,000 as my net income at the end of the year. Okay, so all of this means I am qualified for a loan. I am going down to show you something much more important. It says here that covers part or all of the following education expenses where applicable. Here they are. Tuition fees, accommodation expenses, airfare, transportation costs and living expenses, and related materials. Other related tertiary expenses. Other related tertiary expenses could be, in case you have a field trip, paid participants, All of these things which are part of the program but may not necessarily be stated within. Because most students use people's children, get their thesis done, get an A, and tell the student, just your support and give them a letter by the principal saying thank you. I did not want that for my students. If I have 10 students, I think at least participate. It is still something. It is still adding up because that's $1,000. All right? That is costly for me because I'm personally bearing the costs for these things. So when you give each child $100, it is still something. A child could travel to work to school, sorry, for the week. A child could travel to school for the week. It is still something better than nothing, or better than thank you that they were getting all the time. Right? Now it comes down here to say, last time, let's say $35,000 per year for 3 years for students pursuing programs within Trinidad and Tobago. All right, and 75,000 per year for 3 years for those students pursuing programs at the regional campuses of the University of the West Indies. All right. I have been in my program for near 5 years because I had to withdraw due to financial reasons. Nonetheless, that loan was already paid off and has been well past the 3 year time frame. So I am yet again qualified. All right. Let me show you my application form. Let me show you my projection of cost. And I want you to be the judge looking at the criteria that I have just showed you on the screen directly from the Ministry of Education's website. Ministry of Education, Government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, right? And I will also show you a YouTube video with our dear Minister in Education, boasting of TVET and how it is important and how they are funding it. And this is what they are doing to students who have been trying to get on board with a wonderful project. Right. Good. One of the reasons I asked for accommodations, and this is something due to global warming and other unexpected changes in weather patterns, us researchers and professionals have to take into consideration some of the adverse effects and how it will impact our daily life. All right. So, as part of my research, this is an image. As part of my research, I may have to be out late hours, and if this occurs during nighttime, which this occurred very late in the evening, right? Sometimes it happens overnight when you wake up. There's flood all around you, and you have to be very mindful. The Grand Tuba Road is blocked. Major road closed. The road to Caparo to Chiguanas was mashed up. Half of the road was mashed up. Cars could perhaps squeeze through, other vehicles couldn't. All right. There was a landslide in Warakara. So a lot of these things do happen. It's not far-fetched. So here I have a video literally by my house where water comes up. All right. So if this water comes up into the house, which it has come to the steps, level of the steps before, God forbid, all right, and I need equipment or I need a place to stay for the night because we can't get across. There's water blockage. I included, I think it was $2,000 or $3,000 to rent somewhere, all right, or to hire a car and all of these things. It's included. I am being penalized for my level of futuristic planning for an event that is potentially high risk and occur. Another key aspect of evidence that I sent to these people to support their very own policy in alignment with what is the requirement. I asked for a textbook. It's an international handbook of Tibet research, as you are seeing on the screen. It was not asked for by the University of the West Indies, but given that I am doing a thesis in Tibet, I thought it appropriate to go straight to the source, which is UNESCO, the International Center for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, and purchase the International Handbook of Tibet Research. It is not research to be a doctor. It is not research to be a businesswoman. It is to Tibet in education that is looked down upon. And there is limited information. So go to the source and get a good book. Let me show you what the book entails and why it is that costly. The book shows you Tibet research organizations and scientific communities challenges to the institutionalization of Tibet research. So we know one time they will be telling us some of the issues. So when I do my research, I know what the issues are and how to overcome it. All right? Or what I could contribute to the field to help alleviate some of these issues. Next, notably, methods of Tibet research. The reason we need to know the methods is because it's a different field. All right? Each discipline has a way of going about doing research. Scientists use this method. Social scientists, they use a qualitative or quantitative or quantitative method. What method would someone in Tibet use when they are using a competency-based and assessment? Would it be qualitative? Would it be quantitative? Would it be both? What method would we use? Wonderful idea. Let's see what an existing book has about it. Now, underneath it goes to talk about Tibet research as a dimension of innovation, which is what I wanted to foster in the children. So when they do their work, they create something, I get to market, I get my A plus for my thesis, the children get a product, and they also get money, all right, for being participants in my research. That's innovation. That's encouraging sustainable development. Tibet research as an aid to improve policy and performance in Tibet. Yet again, supporting these things. All right, it goes to talk about the genesis of Tibet, areas of Tibet research. So I can align my thesis topic on existing areas that have already been researched or see where they have not or would like to do research and do my thesis on that. All right, but how do I know when you do not here we have existing case studies of Tibet research. So let's see what's already out there and build upon it, or use as a guidance in my literature field to support or refute why I cannot do this or why I can't do it. All right? An overview of TVET research. It's important frameworks, all these different things. It's important. And I want the book to be told that you only funding this program exists to only fund tuition, which is a blatant lie based on what I just showed you that the website shows. If there was a change in policy, they are to inform the public, and they inform the public via the website. Do you see any changes in policy on the website? No. So you are in a direct violation of a policy, and you have upset me. And if I cannot do my thesis because of funding and whatnot, this means to say it's damages because you are holding back a child from becoming something better and from moving on to a better thing. Good. So I hope you all have money to pay me for all of these damages that you have caused me. Because first of all, I spent money to get that application in. I spent a lot of time running around and getting the evidence put together to show you that I qualify for this. And then you lie to me and say it's not policy. The law will deal with you. And the good Lord as well. I am tired. I am tired, Trinidad and Tobago. I am sorry that I was an advocate for funding this and for allowing these local people to be in our system. I am sorry. I'm sorry, Trinidad and Tobago, that your students and your children at the hands of these kinds of illiterate, and people.